Galacticos, it is real. This is the Real Madrid of Zinedine Zidane. Facts that happened today. Zinedine Zidane had his first training session with the first team. Apparently it all went well. The Alfredo Di Stéfano Stadium in the Real Madrid Sports City was packed. They all applauded him when he came out and everybody looked very excited. He gave his first presser as a Real Madrid coach. So everything in the first day, less than 24 hours, everything looks good. Now let's talk with the Canon of Alaba. Let's talk about the first problems or issues that Zidane has to address.
Okay, he has to clarify the status of a couple of players in the team, especially James and Isco. They didn't play in Benitez last game, and the situation around them is very weird because they have been very important to this team in the past.
Do you think he's gonna like transfer them? Is there like transfer talk going on?
I think it's an improbable scenario because a major transfer between massive clubs in January is unlikely, because they wouldn't be eligible to play in the Champions League. So I would discard that option at this moment.
Even though that there's talks with Man City or friends for Blue Moon Rising talking about getting Isco.
Vitaly, I'd like to send a question to our friends of Blue Moon Rising. Do you think that Isco has a spot on the starting lineup with Silva, Sterling and De Bruyne? I think that he would be in trouble too to make that lineup.
It's true. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Zidane wants to do with Isco and James and how he counts on them for playing with him. And well, but maybe, you know, not only selling the players, but maybe even we're talking about bringing Hazard. Maybe, but again, as you said, it wouldn't be a smart move because he wouldn't be able to play in the Champions League.
And Isco wouldn't be able, or James wouldn't be able to play for Chelsea. So I think Hazard's name always came out when Zidane is in the manager spot of Real, but I think that it will be, it will be in the future, not now.
Not now. All right. So let's talk about other things that Zidane left in the presser. Things I liked was his message. You know, he talked about effort, sacrifice, and excitement.
And the BBC.
Oh yeah, the BBC. What did he say about the BBC?
The BBC is going to play Bale, Benzema and Cristiano in a normal environment, in normal conditions. They are going to be in the up front, in the starting lineup. So it's basically the same Benitez did and Ancelotti did. For me, the challenge for Zidane is to find out the environment for these players to be organized, to put effort, to being able to recover the ball. That stuff, I think. Yeah,
and I think it's clear because I think, you know, we're not crazy when we say like if these three guys are in top form, they have to play. Yeah. That's obvious. But no of course, as you said, and I think that's Zidane's challenge, is to have these guys on top form when we don't have the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have proved that they can do it. They did in Munich a couple of years ago, the 0-4 tremendous victory. And they've played in a very working system, with doing the coverage, helping the left and the right back. You know, they've done before in the past. Maybe not because against Malaga, but in top games they have done, and they have to do it for this BBC to be successful. There is no doubt on their talent, on their skills, the ability to produce plays. They are playmakers by themselves and as a group. But they have to play for the team when we don't have the ball.
So let's see if Zidane, as opposed to Benitez, who wasn't able to get this, you know, gets all the players on the same page, you know, and like go back to those core values of Real Madrid again, you know, effort, sacrifice, and leaving everything on the pitch. And I think that will be key. Maybe, you know, Benitez was not able to win or earn the respect of the players, but I think that's something that Zidane has already got.
Yeah, Zidane is a legend, but as he has mentioned in the press, he knows that when he's no longer a legend. He's now the boss, the head coach, the manager of the Real Madrid. And if his team don't play good, he's going to be judged as a manager, not as a legend, not as a former star, not as the man who scored the game winner in La Novena.
No, I completely agree with you, and I think what I like today is he was the first guy saying that his legend as a player is already behind, and that is not going to buy him any credit as a coach.
Absolutely.
You know, if he doesn't perform well as a coach, if he doesn't earn the respect of the players as a coach, the fact that he was a legend is just going to be now, like it is now. It's just history of the club, but it's not going to give him any credit. So Galacticos, now that Zidane is in charge, do you guys think that his priorities are signing players, selling them or buying them? Do you think he should get some new players? He should get rid of some of the players that we already have? What do you think he should do to have a very successful end of the year?
Okay guys, so you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe to our channel.
And jump in the conversation. We want to know, of course, what you think. Follow us on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Of course, we're everywhere. We're always everywhere. And we'll bring you more news soon.
Je suis Zidane.
Je suis Zidane. Zinedine!